force.
Getting pepper sprayed is not serious bodily injury. You're not allowed to kill someone because they pepper spray you or mace you.
Another aspect of this, Matthew Dolliff has not been licensed in the city of Denver to act as a security guard or to carry a gun on a security job. The city attorney office here in Denver said there could be civil or criminal actions taken against Dolliff, Pinkerton Security, and anyone else that may have hired him for security here in the city of Denver. Dolliff remains in custody without bond on suspicion of first-degree murder. Back to you.
Thank you. And Denver 7 has previously used the company Pinkerton for security. We've learned Dolliff was present at our U.S. Senate debate Friday night here at Denver 7. We requested the guards be unarmed. Pinkerton agreed and no gun was visible.
As we take a look at the latest coronavirus numbers here in Colorado, they are not looking good this morning. We added 576 new cases Monday, which puts our statewide case count at about 79,000. And take these numbers with a grain of salt, too, because numbers are typically lower on Mondays. Over the weekend, we hit an all-time high, surpassing 1,000 cases on Saturday alone. More than 800 cases were reported Sunday. There are currently 370 hospital beds in use. The percentage of hospital beds in use rose from 3 to 4% in the last few weeks. Adams County is one that's moving in the wrong direction when it comes to controlling the spread of the coronavirus, and today it plans to submit a mitigation plan to the Tri-County Health Department. Denver 7's Nicole Brady joins us live this morning, and Nicole, new data shows the county could have to move to tighter restrictions soon.
Brian, we all remember what life was like back in the spring, and now Tri-County Health and the state are warning Adams County they could be going to more of a situation like what we saw in the spring if they don't reverse the current trend of rising COVID cases. So we can show you what's going on. Currently, Adams County is at level 2 on the state's safer at home dial. That means concern compared to Arapahoe and Douglas counties, which are at level 1, cautious. Over the past 2 weeks, 1,420 new cases and 52 new hospitalizations have been reported in Adams County. Again, that's compared to 885 cases in Arapahoe County and 400 in Douglas, the two other counties in Tri-County's jurisdiction. Not only that, Adams County has the highest average daily case rate per 100,000 people in the entire metro area, even higher than Denver. Today, Adams County will submit its mitigation strategy, as you said, to the state health department and Tri-County Health. They want to work together with health officials to monitor case numbers and positivity rates and make sure hospitals are not overwhelmed. But if this mitigation strategy doesn't work, then Tri-County Health warns we could be going back to restrictions, not just in Adams County, but other counties that don't make it work. So we're talking businesses closed more of the time, restricted hours, and limits on the sizes of community gatherings. We're live this morning. Nicole Brady, Denver 7.
A lot of people cringing when they hear that news. It isn't just Adams County either seeing an uptick in cases. Denver Mayor Michael Hancock said the city might have to move backwards as well and reduce capacities at businesses.
Morning, senators will begin direct questioning of Supreme Court nominee Judge Amy Coney Barrett. Today, 2 issues, health care and abortion, are expected to take center stage. The Affordable Care Act is on the High Court's docket a week after the November election. Barrett has criticized the 2012 Supreme Court ruling that upheld Obamacare. Barrett also previously signed an advertisement calling Roe v. Wade infamous and calling, quote, for the unborn to be protected in law. During her opening statement, Barrett said her philosophy has been shaped by her mentor, the late Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia.
But courts are not designed to solve every problem or right every wrong in our public life. The policy decisions and value judgments of government must be made by the political branches, elected by and accountable to the people.
If Barrett is confirmed, she'll tilt the High Court to a conservative majority.
Election day is 3 weeks from today, and this week President Trump and Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden are buckling down on the campaign trail. In Florida, President Trump wrapped up his first rally since being hospitalized with the coronavirus. In a new letter, the president's doctor said the president is not infectious and that he tested negative for the virus several times. During the rally, the president says he feels great.
I feel so powerful. I'll walk into that audience. I'll walk in there. I'll kiss everyone in that audience. I'll kiss the guys and the beautiful women and
In Ohio, meanwhile, Joe Biden held a drive-in rally commenting on the president's actions.
His reckless personal conduct since his diagnosis has been unconscionable.
And this morning, there are a few questions about how immunity to the coronavirus works or lasts. A 25-year-old man in Nevada is the first American to contract the virus twice. He was reinfected 48 days after being diagnosed with a different strain.
This morning, we just want to say a big thank you to everyone who donated to our 7 Days to End Hunger campaign. You helped us raise $39,000 for the food bank of the Rockies, and it will use that money to provide nearly 160,000 meals to Coloradans in need. So a big thank you to all of you.
A close call along 285 when cars crash and burst into flames.
That truck could have blew up on us, anything could have happened, but we just couldn't leave that man in there.
The Good Samaritans that helped stop this bad crash from turning deadly.
Plus, overnight, the deals have started. We're looking at the best things for you to buy and save on this Amazon Prime Day. And more ski resorts fire up those snowmaking guns, giving us a little hint as to when it might open for the season. Lisa.
We're getting close. Today, though, beautiful, more almost summer-like than fall-like. We're going to see temperatures this afternoon in the upper 70s, near 80 between 4 and 5. So you've got a really pretty dog-walking forecast. This morning, a little chilly. You'll still want a sweatshirt. It's going to stay warm tomorrow, but we're tracking a cold front on Thursday. I'll have more details coming up.
Welcome back at 5:13. This bad crash along Highway 285 could have been a lot worse if not for several Good Samaritans. Two trucks crashed head-on yesterday morning in the Pine area. True Finishing employees were on the clock. They were headed to Bailey when they saw the crash happen, and they rushed in to help. One went back and forth tending to the drivers of both trucks. Another did his best to put out the flames using a fire extinguisher they had on them. And then a third employee went to other drivers asking for more help.
If it was my car on fire on the road, hopefully people jump out and help me. I feel like someone is watching over us to watch over them.
The men said first responders arrived within 10 minutes. 5 people were hurt in the crash, but they are all alive this morning.
Whether you love them or hate them, on-ramp metering lights help with traffic flowing onto highways. One viewer wrote to traffic anchor Jason Lubert to complain about a missing meter light. Jason.
Yeah, a viewer, it's a light that he would like to see right here coming off of this ramp on Vasquez to go west on 270, and it's not there currently. Roger writes, what's driving you crazy? People entering 270 west from Vasquez nonstop. Where is the traffic light to regulate traffic? Well, I agree with you, Roger, that ramp meter lights do help out traffic, and especially it would help out traffic here from northbound Vasquez to westbound 270. It would help the highway traffic flow much better. However, CDOT has no intention of installing one there in the short term. CDOT is planning an eventual total reconstruction of 270, including this interchange at Vasquez, so they don't want to spend the hundreds of thousands of dollars it would take to put in the infrastructure and the equipment now for a meter light when they would be tearing it up for the rebuild, hopefully, in the not-too-distant future. This summer, CDOT, the Federal Highway Administration, along with Commerce City and Adams County, began gathering community feedback on plans to improve all this area of 270. You can read much more about that section or that part of the story on the online version of this story. It's right now on the denverchannel.com. Click on traffic and then click on driving you crazy.
Thank you, Jason. Yet another reminder, we are getting closer to ski season. Take a look at this. Loveland ski area has started making snow. And even Parker the snow dog made an appearance while crews were firing the snow guns.
He's ready. Lisa, it is getting a lot colder up in the high country.
It is. Those overnight lows really dipping down. This morning you can see there at Loveland we're at 35 right now. Upper 20s to low 30s. Definitely we need some colder weather in the high country to get that snowmaking going. You're going to find temperatures over the next couple of days will drop. Skies are clear though. No help from Mother Nature when it comes to any snow this week, although those overnight lows will be colder. We're looking at some pretty clear conditions. A beautiful at the park forecast. Here closer to town will be at about 70 degrees by noon, 78 by 4. So it is going to be a little warmer today, closer to 80 in most neighborhoods this afternoon. About 10 degrees above normal here in town when we get those highs close to 80. Fire danger does remain high today. We're going to see some gustier winds again in the foothills today. Speeds will likely be at around 35 to about 45 miles per hour. And I'll show you that here on FUTURECAST in just a minute. Right now, 45 in Denver, winds out of the south at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And a pretty nice morning compared to yesterday at the same time. It's about 10 to 15 degrees warmer. So you'll feel that change stepping out the door this morning. Not quite as chilly. A number of red flag warnings, though, in effect for the high fire danger. And you'll see here on FUTURECAST how those winds will pick up. The wind vector is getting quite a bit longer here through the afternoon. By about 9:30, we'll be in the mid to upper 50s, closer to 70 by lunch today. Some beautiful patio weather, not only by lunch, but also this afternoon and through early evening for dinner. We'll be near 80 between about 4 and 5. More 60s and some gustier winds for the mountains today. Now, early tomorrow morning, it's going to be, again, pretty mild, mid to upper 50s. We're likely going to see highs close to 80 tomorrow. So at this point, tomorrow looks to be the warmest day on our 7-day forecast. The winds are going to pick up, though, tomorrow. That's all ahead of the next cold front that's going to hit on Thursday. So as you take a look at our Super 7-day, you can see how those temperatures will take a bit of a hit on Thursday with that front. The winds will stay pretty gusty, both, it looks like, Wednesday and Thursday. Highs will likely be in the upper 50s to low 60s on Thursday. Then, heading into the weekend, we're tracking another front on Sunday. So we're going to see some pretty mild weather Friday and Saturday. Cooler with hopefully a chance for a little rain and maybe even more Sunday snow in the mountains, Jason, by Sunday.